Hi everyone, this Sunday, the 11th of May, the new season of I Kissed a Boy will hit our TV screens courtesy of BBC Three. It's a dating show for gay men. At least, that was the idea.
In the spotlight, just boys who like boys.
So a bit like Love Island for the gays in an Italian villa. The show is hosted by Dannii Minogue, who also has a creative credit. According to Dannii, it's all about
joy and love, as it should be.
And gay conversion, because one of the boys is a girl.
She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady.
And the fact that a publicly funded broadcaster is pushing this shit raises all sorts of questions. Before we get into it, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you don't know what to say, just say, "Stop gaslighting the gays!" If you'd like to support me in calling out this kind of woke homophobia, then please consider becoming one of my Patreon supporters, where you can support me on a monthly basis, or send me some love on a one-off basis via PayPal or on here via Super Thanks. Okay, let's have a look at the BBC's latest effort in gay conversion. I Kissed a Boy first hit our screens in 2023 when there were just boys on it, yay! And then last year it came back as I Kissed a Girl, and this is the first time that they have a trans person on it. They made a decision about that. Oh, what can we do this season? Let's put a trans man in, because, you know, suddenly they think that homosexuality is inclusive of those of the opposite sex. Progressive. Now, it's a dating show, so obviously the whole context of this is love, romance, sex, intimacy. So for them to do this, it's just like, go on, gay man, fancy this woman. It's okay. He's a man.
Women can be gay men too. Women can be gay men too.
We've gone from the old school homophobia of, oh, well, you just haven't met the right girl yet. You don't know what you're missing. To now a situation where they don't even call girls girls, right? They call them men. This is what makes it so much more insidious. Oh, well, you just haven't met the right trans man yet. Why, Mr. Gay, are you not open to dating a trans man? Because they're men. They're real men. And if you don't accept that, then you're a bigot, Mr. Gay. We're the bigots now for being same-sex attracted, right? And this is like the stupidity of it all, because Dannii had a long chat with Fern Cotton for Fern Cotton's podcast. They were chatting for like 50 minutes. And this is how Fern refers to the show.
It's a celebration and the first same-sex dating show.
Except that it isn't same-sex when you have a man and a woman. In that 15-minute chat between Fern and Dannii, do they talk about that? No, of course not. This is never mentioned. And that is part of the gaslighting. They're just trying to pretend like it's all normal and they're all just men.
The boys are incredible.
They're all just guys. Hey, it's a
same-sex dating show.
This is the gaslighting. You know, and they keep throwing the word queer around.
So many queer people in the world at the moment.
It was also used for the casting call. Are you queer? When you read the cast bios, it's the same. Queer, queer, queer. And it's all about the queerness.
The queerest of the queer.
And the thing about this show is, you know, I mean, it's just cheap entertainment. But the moment that they first meet is all about the kiss, right? They don't just meet and go, oh, hi, how are you? You know, they don't shake hands. What happens is that the contestants that they've selected, they are matched up. I'm sure there's some super duper scientific process that's behind that. So two are paired up and the pairs then meet. Just the two of them. They're not allowed to speak to each other. The first thing they have to do is kiss. Not a peck on the cheek, full on tongues the works. That's the point of that first meeting. They have to give each other a full on snog. So one guy has been set up to meet a woman on camera and give her a full on snog on a gay dating show. It's fucking insane. So, who is this woman? She's only 23 and started living as a man, whatever that means. I guess wearing men's clothing, going on testosterone and having her breasts chopped off from about the age of 16. And she says, I felt like a gay guy trapped in a woman's body. Remember when that was just a bad joke on a talk show?
I mean, maybe I'm a gay man trapped in a woman's body.
The only way that you can affirm this woman as a gay man is by 1, denying what a man is, and 2, denying what homosexuality is. There is nothing progressive about any of this. And then Danni talks about the show as if it was some kind of beautiful, noble, lofty thing that she was trying to achieve.
I will not go near something that's not really treating people with such respect.
How is it respectful of homosexuals to pretend that a woman is a gay man on a dating show?
And this just feels like joy. It's a celebration. And the first same-sex dating show, which seems crazy in the UK that it's taken us this long.
It took this long and you couldn't even let us have this to ourselves. 1 season we got.
There are so few places that are safe like that.
How is this safe for homosexuals?
And that spark conversation in the way that it does, and that are an education as much as they are entertainment.
Ah, right, education. Because the gays really need to be educated that we have to include women in our dating pool.
Women can be gay men too. Women can be gay men too.
Now, Danni and her sister Kylie are really popular amongst the gays. They've performed in gay venues. They've headed up Mardi Gras in Sydney. Danni even released an official Mardi Gras song called Everlasting Night, which I have here on CD single. And she sings on it, everlasting night, and it feels so right, baby. Yeah, well, something about this feels very, very wrong, Danni. And like, having such a history with the gays, how can you sell us down the river like that? How?
I remember, like, from back in the day performing at GAY, it was this safe space for people to either be themselves or find out who they are, and those moments are imprinted in your memory and your soul and your personality.
And here you are having a woman among gay men on a gay men's dating show, where they have to flirt with her and kiss her, and you're trying to pass it off as if this is male homosexuality. Fuck you, Danni Minogue. Honestly. Anyways, it's not the first time that the BBC has done something like this. Back in 2011, right? 14 years ago, they broadcast a documentary called Sam and Evan, From Girls to Men, which is about 2 young women, a 17-year-old and a 20-year-old, who both identify as gay men. It is ridiculous. Look at the stupid stuff they're saying.
What makes Sam and Evan's modern love story unusual is they were both born girls.
I know loads of people are going to get confused with this. People do get confused with this. Me and Sam are both men. We were both born female. However, we are both in a relationship, so because we are both men, we are in a gay relationship.
I mean, they are gay, but they're not male homosexuals. They're 2 women in a relationship. They're lesbians. It's like, they're denying what lesbians are, and they're denying what gay men are. It's so crazy. So maybe the only thing I should be surprised about is that it's taken them 14 years to bring us a show where Danni Minogue plays a gay conversion cupid.
Welcome to I Kissed a Boy.
Now, it's all been filmed, it's in the can. I'm sure there will have been a lot of attention given to this woman about, what made her realize that she's a gay man and why she's just as much of a gay man as an actual gay man, and that, there's nothing creepy or freaky about it. And then all these guys would have had to go along with it because you're on fucking camera. I wonder if this was part of the screening or the casting process. Was it a condition for going on the show that you have to go along with this trans stuff? Because that's really bad if that's the case, that basically as a gay man, as a male homosexual who's only into other men and wants to go on a show to meet a man, is basically told no if he doesn't accept that women can be gay men, right? Because that way, again, they're filtering out that the only people they're going to get on TV that are going to be part of this indoctrination attempt are going to play the game, whereas the real homosexuals would have been cast aside. And then she starts talking about, the community is under attack. Oh, we have to give them a safe space.
We need to hold these people and create such a safe space around them. And globally things are changing so fast. So from the time we film to the time when it airs, and particularly this time between we filmed September last year to now, the world has changed dramatically.
Yes, the world has changed dramatically, and I wonder if you've paid attention to what's happening in your own country. Have you ever heard of Tickle versus Giggle? Are you aware that in Australia, lesbians have lost the right to public assembly unless they include blokes who claim to be lesbians? I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. Your show is doing nothing different, trying to make it look like it's normal, like it's not conversion therapy, because she is just another gay man, right?
Women can be gay men too. Women can be gay men too.
Now, the media is obviously going along with all of this because what else would you expect? So, Gay Times put something up about, the hotties, because obviously we have to think that she's hot. And of course, Gay Times goes along with it because only recently they had 2 women with mastectomy scars on the fucking cover. Look, gay man, look at these lovely lads. Yeah, it's okay, you can fancy them, the breasts are gone. It's like Attitude magazine when they put up a picture of Chio, this woman who took part in Mr. Gay England, and likes to boast about having a wet-ass pussy and having never taken any testosterone. And that is the problem with this stuff. It is everywhere. We've had a woman win Mr. Gay Denmark. We've had a woman win Mr. Gay Germany. There's a gay sauna bang in the middle of Soho in London that has used a woman in a binder in their advertising, in magazines, and in the window displays. Last year for New Year's Eve, I wanted to go out clubbing with a friend of mine, gay friend, so we just wanted to go to a gay club with men. And there was one place called Roast, and it says men only. It says it right next to the name. You scroll down all the way to the bottom of the webpage, and what does it say? We believe that trans men are men. Clowns. They've also used a de-boobed woman in their advertising, and who knows, she might be waiting for you in the dark room. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. Is this what these men and women fought for in the 60s and the 70s as they risked their jobs going down the street campaigning for the rights of homosexuals?
We are a gay and lesbian people, singing for our lives. We are a gay and lesbian people, singing for our lives. Are you singing way back there?
Just to be told decades later, you should accept someone of the opposite sex as your own. Man. But the gays are pushing back, and that's really good to see. So when Gay Times posted on Facebook about the new season of I Kissed a Boy, quite a few gay men jumped into the comments to say this is homophobic, this is gay conversion. On Twitter, a gay guy called Adam Carter posted quite a long and personal thread to explain why he feels that this is such a slap in the face of gay men. He also emailed BBC Three and the production company to complain to them about the show. I'll put a link to that in the video description for this video, so you can have a read and, by all means, send in a letter of complaint yourself. Barry Wall posted a short video making a really good point about the impact that this could have on young gay guys or guys still struggling with the fact that they may be gay.
Imagine that you're 13 or 14 and you're just beginning to get there. And this goes on television. And the other children at school, particularly the older boys and the boys of your age who know that you're gay already, even if you don't, by the way, because they can smell it, will then go, have you been watching? And this young man will then be lambasted if he says or thinks, hang on a minute, that's a girl. But it's even worse if he doesn't think it's a girl. If he's then driven to believe that actually the only thing that matters about his sexuality is the performance of the individual who is pretending they are a gay person, and providing that that person has a moustache, takes hormones, dresses as if they were masculine, that is what they should be attracted to as an individual at 13 years old. This is gaslighting on a grand scale, and that young man, or that child, is going to be confused. This is state-sanctioned conversion therapy. masked as entertainment.
It's so crazy how they're trying to pass this off as normal. That's what gets me about it.
The first same-sex dating show.
The boys are incredible.
You know, sometimes people ask me, you know, why does this matter so much to you? I'm like, they're trying to reframe homosexuality for us to include those of the opposite sex. I'm like, yeah, what? And I'm like, bah. They're trying to destroy the meaning of homosexuality. And they're like, oh, like last week when I went to this so-called Marxist talk, and this guy, he asked me this question a few times, and he's like, well, you know, you have a very rigid idea of homosexuality. I'm like, well, no, it's simple. Homosexuality is you're exclusively attracted to those of your own sex. That's it. It's exclusive. It doesn't include those of the other sex. Oh, well, maybe, you know, he said you have to, you know, you have to evolve your thinking. What? This is the definition of conversion therapy or conversion practices. Rethink homosexuality. At least we have a Supreme Court who is on our side. Anyways, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, share the video if you can, spread the word, and let's wake up the gays. Because I have a feeling that most gays only go along with it because they think that otherwise they're in a tiny little minority. Whereas if they know that there's many, 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 many more of us who are saying, this is fucking nonsense, we don't want anything to do with this, that then they'll go, oh, it's safe now. Fine, I'll speak up as well. Okay, I'll leave it there, and I shall see you in the next one. Ciao! Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my PayPal and Patreon supporters. Because of you, I can make videos like this. Special shout out to my big spenders. Help Her Open, Mama Turv and the Turventines, Me Julie, The Lovely Mary, Julia, Dusty, Doodles, Leffy, Dorothy, Wildfire, Esther, and Martha. Thank you.